Well, hello, fellow Kansas Democrats. Gina Repass here, proud chair of the Kansas Democratic Party. And before I say anything else, let me thank all of our veterans and active duty members of our military. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for our freedoms. Well, welcome to our weekly Chair Chat. For those of you joining us for the first time, this replaces a written weekly email, and I took this from FDR's Fireside Chats. Now, these are pre-recorded, so if there's something you want me to celebrate or highlight, please email us at info@kansasdems.org. That's info@kansasdems.org. And if there's something more pressing, I would normally tell you to call our offices. We have a lovely person answering our phones. But now I'm going to say to you, we are going to be closed for some very important and very needed holiday rest time. So for the next 2 weeks, we will not have someone answering our phones. But if you need information, please go to our website. That's kansasdems.org. kansasdems.org. There's information on your county parties. There's other information there. Hopefully answers most of your questions. But we will be returning on January 11th. So there will be no Chair Chat for the next 2 weekends, and then we'll be back with you in the new year. Well, let's get right into it. For those of you, again, joining us for the first time, we start with some good news, or maybe not so good news, and we try to end on great news because we all need to end on hope. So let me start. I've been gone for 2 weeks because I was out at the DNC and ASDC meetings in Los Angeles. I want to give you a brief recap of that. Basically, Democrats, the wind is at our back. The winds are in our sails. Just good news up and down. We had major victories in November in the municipal cycle. Kansas had a great municipal cycle. We were able to stop a special session to redistrict, but Democrats across the country, we had wins in the governor's race in New Jersey and Virginia. And Virginia, that is the first time in our country's history a woman was elected to be the governor. And then we had celebrations about Prop 50, which counterbalanced the redistricting in Texas. And then Indiana's Republican Senate pushed back and told President Trump, no, we're not going to do gerrymandering, mid-districting in the middle of a cycle. So just good news. And the last thing I want to share with you is the DNC reported they have almost $100 million cash on hand. And the reason I'm saying this is because 86% of that was from smaller dollar donors and grassroots donations. That means the people are with us. Now, what we were reminded is not to get complacent. 2026 is the only guarantee we have to put a check on the Trump administration. We must win back both houses of Congress, but for sure the House. So that's all the good stuff we talked about, lots of trainings and things at the DNC. But let's bring it back here closer to home. I was so privileged when I hit the ground back here to go and watch the first ever African-American woman be sworn in as the mayor of Kansas City, Kansas. Congratulations, Mayor CHRISTAL Watson. It was an honor and privilege to be at your swearing in. Then I got to go to the launch of our wonderful Johnson County Commissioner, Mike Kelly's relaunch for his campaign. We have a Democrat leading the largest county in the state of Kansas. And then I got to meet with our executive committee on Thursday. I just want to thank all of them. That's made up of all of our elected officers, our chairs and vice chairs of our congressional districts, all of our 16 caucuses, and the representatives from the governor, lieutenant governor, and Representative Sharice Davids. So we get together and we talk and we meet. Our bylaws say we have to meet twice a year, but I convene us 4 times a year. And this time I presented our first ever annual report. It was just an opportunity. Everything I presented was all public, but I wanted to put it in all one place so Democrats would have it. I've shared that with them, and I'm going to share it with you all at Washington Days. So let's talk about Washington Days. We have a date. It's a little tentative. We're still working out some details, but if for planning, please put on your calendars March 6th and 7th. So for those of you who this makes sense, 6-7. 6-7. But we're very excited to welcome you. This is Governor Kelly's last Washington Days as our governor. We're going to have a wonderful celebration. All right, now let's end on some hope. I would like you all to keep in mind the people who are celebrating these holidays without their loved ones. One more tragic shooting here in America on the campus of Brown University. We send our love and thoughts and prayers to our Jewish brothers and sisters as they wrap up Hanukkah and grieve the mass shooting at Bondi Beach in Australia. And for everyone who's lost a loved one this year, we've had a lot of losses in our Kansas Democratic Party family. But this is a season of hope. For those of us who celebrate as Christians, we're finishing up Advent and preparing our hearts for Christmas, and that is the ultimate hope. I'm hopeful. My family and I went and rang bells and sung carols. We take a whole caroling group and ring for the Salvation Army. Whatever you do to celebrate, whether you celebrate or even if you don't, please relax, rest, rejuvenate, get ready to come back strong in the new year. And I will end the way I always do. May God bless America. May God bless the great state of Kansas. And my fervent prayer is that God will bless you all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see you in 2026.